right, this first story is a real howl. During the final debate, President Trump referred to coyotes smuggling children across the border. Well, I know that smugly mocking Trump for things that he didn't actually say is now the definition of late-night comedy. But leave it to the professionals. A slew of prominent leftists rushed to Twitter to mock Trump for being so stupid that he thinks that a coyote can carry a human across the border. You know, a four-legged coyote. And one of them was anti-gun crusader David Hogg, who, let me be clear, is not actually a hog. Yeah. A lot of people gleefully informed them that a coyote is a criminal who smuggles people across the border. Even elected officials got in on the "can you believe this guy" action, with Georgia state lawmaker Darshun Kendrick tripping over herself to call out the president with her mocking tweet directing him to stop talking. Her time might be better spent if she would start reading. I mean, the Twitter mob was more like Wile E. Coyote, who thought that he was some kind of super genius, even though everything he did blew up in his face. So now that we've cleared this up, I'll bet all those brilliant anti-Trumpers will be getting back to wondering how drug mules get past airport security without their iron shoes setting off the metal detectors.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. All right. It is Halloween, but because of the coronavirus, some places ban trick-or-treating. So are we saying that wearing masks isn't effective? I mean, I think that's the whole point of Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the Mack family of York County, Pennsylvania, invented a new way to hand out candy safely during a pandemic. Well, sort of safely. It is called the candy pulp. It is a catapult that hurls the candy to kids while they remain at a safe distance.
Oh, that looks like fun.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
Trey, we got to have one of those.
I know, I need one.
You know what I was going to say, though? It'll put out your eye. It'll put out your eye. If you really want to keep them at a safe distance, just hurl broccoli at them. That'll keep them away.
Yeah.
Anyway, the candy pulp makes trick-or-treating safe. That is, unless it's loaded with hard candy. But the dad, Vince Mack, said with everything going on, they wanted to give people something to laugh at. And the candy pulp will deliver even some Snickers. But don't count on this to save Thanksgiving dinner. You don't want to use it to pass the mashed potatoes.
Ooh, that would make a mess.
Face full of potatoes on that one. I don't
How about
think
a little gravy mixed in? Yeah.
Anyway, good news for Peanuts fans. The Great Pumpkin finally appeared. Travis Geiger of Anoka, Minnesota, was going out of his gourd during the pandemic. See what I did there?
Yeah, I caught that.
Anyway, so he used all that free time to water his backyard pumpkin patch 10 times a day and feed it fertilizer twice a day. Result? He squashed the competition in California's Half Moon Bay Pumpkin Contest by growing a pumpkin that weighs 2,350 pounds, over a ton. That is one big pumpkin. Hey, you know what? I think he fed that pumpkin so much manure, it was like having MSNBC on 24 hours a day. Yeah. Same thing. He now plans, he plans to hollow it out and sell it for $2 million as a house in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. One of those tiny houses.
Yeah, and somebody will probably buy it for that. It'd be a bargain in San Francisco. Finally, since it's Halloween, let's take a look at some of this year's more unique costumes. First, from SpiritHalloween.com. If the Halloween forecast in your area is for happy little clouds, you could go out dressed as a Bob Ross painting. There you go.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't think that works for you, Keith.
You don't think?
Or you could dress up as one of the most influential people in America today, an angry, white, female liberal. All it takes is a Karen name tag and a T-shirt that reads, "Can I speak to the manager?" Finally, the costume of the year for 2020 from PartyCity.com is the fake news reporter. If you can't afford it, just wear your regular blazer and put a CNN name tag on it. You're good to go. Yeah. All right. It is time for us to give up the ghost, but always remember, we read the news,
so you don't have to.
Now, if you want more videos like that one, hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell right next to it. And if you leave a comment, positive or negative, I'll be sure that my dog Toby sees it and responds to you in kind.